I smirked as Kitty handed Josh an extra-large slice of cake. I don't know what you're laughing at, Josh muttered. Your slice is just as big. He gestured with his fork at the slice that Kitty was cutting next. Ignore it, Josh. Kitty smiled at me. I'm sure you don't need any help in that area. She winked, casting a surreptitious look towards the kitchen, and I felt myself blush. Both Josh and I had heard her in the kitchen talking to Gareth. I had no doubt we'd be talking about that later. Joy. I'm just giving you a bigger slice because you look like you need a bit of pampering. She glanced at my cast and winced. How long have you got that thing on for? She handed me an enormous slice of cake, and I thanked her before replying. A couple of weeks, then I should get an adjustable boot. Get to keep that for up to 8 weeks, I added. God, another 10 weeks out of action. It'd be the longest 2 weeks ever with this cast on. I could already feel it. I wasn't used to having people do things for me. Having to ask for help with just about everything is going to suck big time. Well, Kitty said as Gareth came in with a tray of tea for everyone. At least you have Gareth here to keep you entertained. She grinned again, eyes dancing with amusement, and I wanted to sink into the sofa. And me, Josh piped up after he'd swallowed his mouthful of cake. He's got me to keep him entertained since I'm his best mate. His eyes narrowed at Kitty, and she reached out and patted his knee. Of course, dear. Besides, Josh added, still giving her the side eye, Gareth's going back to work soon, so it will just be me and Dylan here. After finishing his cake, he set his plate on the table. Well, apart from the guys coming in soon to help sort the kitchen. I turned to Gareth, who'd been suspiciously quiet since he'd brought drinks in. He looked as awkward as I felt, which made me feel marginally better about everything. Trying to move the conversation on, I asked, What are you having done to the kitchen? Oh, he said, setting his mug down, eyes lighting up. Getting rid of everything, really. I want to spend more time in here because the view is amazing. I hadn't really seen the view from the kitchen, choosing to collapse onto the sofa as soon as we got here. I'll have to have a look later. Can't imagine having a view of the sea from my kitchen window. Gareth's smile turned soft. Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm very lucky to have found this place. Kitty huffed. You mean lucky that old Agatha let you stay, you mean? Old Agatha? I asked, looking back at Gareth, confused. Don't you own this place? With all the work he was doing on it, I'd assumed it was his. Gareth rolled his eyes. Yes, I own it. Ignore Kitty. I fully expected Kitty to have something to say about that, considering she didn't seem like the type to keep quiet, but she merely sipped her tea. Who's Agatha then? I asked, my curiosity well and truly piqued. I looked at Josh. Do you know? He grimaced. Sort of, but I don't really believe any of it. Believe what? I got the disturbing feeling that everybody knew but me, and it was never nice being in that position. I fixed Gareth with my sternest glare. Gareth? He heaved a sigh and shot a withering glance at Kitty. Did you have to bring it up right away? She shrugged, not seeming the least bit bothered. He's going to be sleeping here, so you should warn him.